Hi, for my drug project presentation, I chose Duloxetine. It's a common drug used daily, and its brand name is Cymbalta. It was discovered in 1993 by Eli Lilly. It has functional groups that help to make it stable as a medication, and it has both polar and nonpolar ends, which helps it to be able to be absorbed in the body. It treats conditions like anxiety, depression, and chronic pain, and it targets the neurotransmitters serotonin and norepinephrine. It helps to increase these neurotransmitters, which then improves mood, reduces anxiety, and manages ongoing pain. For the properties, it has two aromatic rings and it helps to make that stable. And then it also has other functional groups that contribute to its behavior as a drug. For the functional groups, there's the two aromatic benzene rings, an ether, a secondary amine, a thiophenene ring, and a secondary alcohol. For the polarity, it has both polar and nonpolar ends. For the nonpolar section, it includes the aromatic rings and the thiophenene ring. And for the polar section, it has a secondary alcohol, secondary amine, and the ether is slightly polar. Because of all these things, it makes duloxetine mostly nonpolar. And because it's mostly nonpolar, the base is not water soluble, but it does dissolve well in organic solvents like ethanol, ethyl acetate, and acetone. However, when it's converted to hydrochloride salt, it then becomes water soluble. For the packing information, it has to be formulated as duloxetine hydrochloride, and this helps to improve solubility and allows it to be used as a medication. It's packaged in oral delayed release capsules, which dissolve in the small intestine through the acid that is in there. It has to be in the capsules so that it can go all the way down the digestive tract into the small intestine where it's then absorbed. For the structures, you can see the um, aromatic benzene rings, the ether, secondary amine, thiophenene ring, and the secondary alcohol. And there's both FDA approved and non FDA approved uses of duloxetine. For the FDA approved, there's general anxiety disorder, major depressive disorder, fibromyalgia, diabetic, peripheral neuropathic pain, and chronic low back or osteoarthritis pain. And for non-FDA approved uses, there's chronic fatigue related syndromes or symptoms, TMJ, disorder pain, stress urinary incontinence. And then this is how it's packaged in its drug form, which, like I said, is Cymbalta. There can be different amounts, so I showed the 30 and the 60 milligrams here. For the uses, there's general anxiety disorder, which is a anxiety disorder that lasts over 6 months and it affects both physical and emotional health. For major depressive disorder, that's also long lasting and it includes sadness, low motivation, and changes in mood and behavior. And it also treats fibromyalgia, which is a chronic pain condition where the central nervous system processes pain abnormally, causing widespread discomfort. It helps to help these conditions by increasing serotonin and norepinephrine, which helps mood regulation and reducing pain. Specifically, how it works, it changes the levels of both serotonin and norepinephrine. And these are the two neurotransmitters that affect both mood and pain. The chemicals influence how the body experiences stress, anxiety, and chronic pain. And the drug helps to regulate these signals so that they are steadier and easier for the nervous system to process. And specifically, why it works in conditions like general anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder, serotonin and norepinephrine are often imbalanced. And so the drug helps to correct these imbalances, improving mood and reducing anxiety. And then for pain conditions like fibromyalgia, duloxetine strengthens the body's ability to control pain signals. This makes ongoing pain feel less intense and easier to manage. So, in conclusion, its chemical structure and mix of functional groups makes it effective and stable as a medication. It helps to increase neurotransmitters such as serotonin and norepinephrine, and it allows pain signals to become less and to stabilize mood. It has both polar and nonpolar groups, allowing it to be packaged as a hydrochloride salt, making it able to be absorbed by the body. Overall, duloxetine can be used for many different functions, but it has the same effect to neurotransmitters in general, allowing it to be widely used and functional for many. And that's it. Thank you.